fans of historic Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. Both teams sitting at 1-2 coming into this one. Somebody's going to get back to 500 here in week 4 as away we go. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Ready, set!
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Tackled on the play by Taylor Rapp.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
On the set!
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Set, hut, hut.
He's going to throw it. That's him on the quick hitter. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Good offenses, okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
1st and 10 from the 43.
Down. Ready, ready.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Short pass brought in. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call a gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
Ready, ready.
Back to throw. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Running on first here with Jacobs. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Come on, set, ready.
Now looking to throw. That's taken in by Tucker. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Complete to Trey Tucker. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
The Vikings into the nickel for this 3rd down play.
Here we go, set.
3rd and long for him here. Into the hands of Tucker, complete. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that 1st down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they get 3 on their first series. Hope to build on that in the drives ahead.
I'm going to call that one a little tester, Kate. Kind of like a 5 to 8 foot putt. You really hope to make all of them, but you know, over the course of the season you won't. In that case, one went right through.
On now is McManus to kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Trey Benson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, but very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Staying on the ground with Benson. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of a gain of 8. 3rd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Turning to Benson on 3rd, and he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On the carry, here's Dameon Pierce. And he's going to manage a low yard on that drive up the gut. Brought down by Quay Walker.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical...
Hockey doesn't hold it up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. McCarthy fires out wide, complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Yep. Cut.
They're going play action. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. That's complete inside the 35. And he has it all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece. He was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
1st and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30.
Ready. 60 red. 60 seconds.
They'll work against the blitz. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Still working from the 30 as they line this up. 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Shotgun give now to Jacobs. Looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up 3rd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. In the red zone on 1st. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. And he drives this forward to the 6. Defense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
At the 6-yard line.
Let's go. Hut.
Looking in the air here. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers stretch their early lead to 9. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
McManus there to tack on the point after. And the Packers go up 10-zip here in the first. These two NFC North teams have played one so far. It's a 10-0 ball game. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. On now is McManus to kick this away. Nicole Hardman now on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. McCarthy throwing here. He'll put everything he's got behind it. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. 2nd down coming up. So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. They give on 2nd to Benson. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. He'll pick up 14 yards on that one, and that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. He's going to be a yard shy of the first as they force him out after the gain of 9.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
They've got a man in motion. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Great run here. He's across the 35. And he's down all the way to the 30. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Completed over the middle. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They get an even 10 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
It's a gain of 10.
Running back sent in motion.
Minnesota.
1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. Goes right back to Jefferson. Complete. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook is wide open.
Makes the catch. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings start to fight back with their first points of this game. It's a T.J. Hockenson touchdown. Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Vikings cut it to a field goal game. All is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Brings in the kick at the 9. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. And that is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30.
At their own 26-yard line.
Packers getting set here. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Strikers.
Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down.
Here we go. Set. Hut.
Going run again with Jacobs. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
43. Hut, hut.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Vikings bring pressure, and they got him. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The Packers send out their punting unit. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. Starts the return at the 34. He gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield.
At their own 47-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Now it's McCarthy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers to talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
That's caught. This is Addison. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
39-yard line.
Benson on 1st and 10. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards. Back to the line they come, 2nd down. The motion a receiver left. Here's McCarthy to throw. They set up the screen. It's Addison. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. So 20 yards on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go.
And he has the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings get some late points and the lead. It's a T.J. Hawkinson touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Now, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route, just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
To kick it away, here's Pinion. Return starts at the 9. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Ready up.
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
Set. Ready. Set.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Vikings get there. They're going to win this round. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't.
It's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers get some late points and the lead. So So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Ain't no other king than his ref thing, make siblings. Nothing but my children. When they disappearing. I'm in a city where the flag be getting thrown like...
McManus on for the extra point. The XP is up and good. And the Packers push their lead to 3.
17. Brendan McManus taking off for Green Bay.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, McCarthy. Jefferson brings it in on a slant. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted. But he's got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First down from the 42. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
The best defensive ends in the NFL, they don't need to win sustained battles to get home. Nope. Sometimes, Kate, all they need is one quick move. They're into the backfield blowing it up.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. McCarthy looking to throw. On the move, hit it right. He's keeping it. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
Well, QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to find Justin Jefferson. So that brings up 4th and long. Minnesota lined up in punt formation. And this hits at the 4 before taking it bounce into the end zone. That's a touchback. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive.
Let's go. Red, yellow. 52 blue. Set.
Working on 1st down. He's going deep. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send it back to the line for 2nd.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
That one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And they have this one well contained. There's the stop for a loss now. 4th down coming up. Minnesota spends its 2nd time out here. Jeremy Crawshaw out once again, punting away. Return's going to leave them enough time to squeeze in 2 plays here if they want before the half.
At their own 34-yard line.
Ready up.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Back to throw it. Get some space around midfield. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. So from a mile away, they'll send out the field goal unit to take a shot at this one. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. It's no good. It had the leg, but his aim wide right. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. On now is McManus to kick this away. Hardman with a return. He's brought down just inside the 25. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. And off to Benson to start the drive. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Katie, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Back to Benson here on second. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
All set to go now from the 35. Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. Completed right side to Addison. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
McCarthy trying again on 2nd down. Finds Benson out of the backfield. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little game on top of it.
Looking for his wide receiver there. It's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it. Now apparently a little too long to run the field goal unit out. The offense staying put to go for it. He's back to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Quay Walker in to pick it off. And the Packers take over as he records his 10th career INT. The 4th down call ends in a defensive highlight as he picks up the throw and gets his guys off the field.
You know, one way or another, it looked like they were going to get off the field that time, but it's so much sweeter as a defense to run off that field holding the ball. So many defensive coaches in this league preach it. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Not only the energy you create on your side, but that little seed of doubt you put in the quarterback's mind the next time he goes out to throw it.
2nd down pass play coming. And this one doesn't go far.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Escapes out to the left. He's making a bid for it. Before he can find any yards, he finds that sideline instead. That's going to bring up 4th down. Punting unit out now. Jeremy Crawshaw, the one who's going to send this away. And it'll be touchdown a little before the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Play action, McCarthy. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's going to keep it this time. And McCarthy slides to the ground here, but not before picking up the first.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
They give up the gut to Benson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
Slot man motioned over. McCarthy to throw it. Here's a screen to Benson. Down the sideline to the 45. And he's finally taken down at the 39-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Hand off to Benson from the gun. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay, this one you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Finds him over the middle. It's on the turf. The ball's out. He lost it. And the offense recovers. They can still advance it. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
It's not just imperative that the quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. That one is swatted away, incomplete. But there's a flag down in the secondary, and I think they're going to get somebody here for holding. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. So the holding backs him up. They'll try to get that back and then some on 2nd and goal. Now McCarthy. He brings it in. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage.
Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. Trey Benson, the touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. And he's going to field this one in the end zone without a return. So that's going to bring us out to the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
Ready, set.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Set.
Throwing now off the play action. On and quick, and they bring it down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
Brings up second and 18 at the 27-yard line.
Shot, 17.
They're going to throw out of the gun. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he can't escape this one. They get to him for a nice exclamation point to end this third quarter. This is the end of the third quarter. It's Packers football, and they know what they need to do, trailing here in the fourth. On now comes their punter. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Shoots away from one. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. McCarthy throwing here. They did it! He made the interception! Andrew and Cooper takes it away! And they get to him and tackle him on the return, but will this turnover count, partner? I don't know. There's a flag on the play. And no surprises here. They decline that holding call, and they're going to hang on to that interception.
Got it. Fight, 60. Here we go. Set.
A throw here on first. A short pass brought in. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Okay,
Brad, I think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here 1st and goal.
Ready?
They'll run. Jacobs. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but he didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal. They're going to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Here we go. Ready.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Escapes the pocket. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Offensive line fast.
Brings up 4th down.
Ready.
Desperation time here on 4th. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Hey, drops happen. It's a part of the game. But unfortunately, that's an opportunity he and his offense can't get back. 6 points that literally went right off his hands.
Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. They'll begin this drive with Benson. He's fighting for it, but will not get there. They stall the run out, and that's a safety. Well, an assist to their punter on that one, Brock.
I'm glad you said that, Kate. Absolutely right.
Because it was that kick that set up the chance for that immediate safety.
How many times do we sit with coaches over the course of the week and we hear it all the time? Mirroring that defense and special teams, defense and special teams. It can be game changers. And you don't know that play in any NFL game that could turn the tide. Well, we got to see the defense and the special teams marry together. And now we'll get to watch the offense take possession.
Ready.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Striker. 3-3.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2, it could have gone the other way.
Again to throw on second. Finds his man over the middle. And they're on him quickly there after that catch. So the game's going to be to the 34-yard line. Offense is set. First and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. 40! The 30! Gets the 10! And he's in for the big play touchdown! Oh, Brock, but there it is. Back down the field, we've got a flag, and I don't think this is going to count.
Watch out now. 52. Let's go. Hut.
Running it after the penalty. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's second and inches.
Here we go.
They stick with Jacobs. Quite the turnaround these last two plays, huh? Nice gain on one, and now they get him behind the line. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast, but he was patient, he was explosive, and he had a nice little gain on the ground.
First down run, nabs him 5, now second and 5. Back now, pressure coming. It's cut right side by Watson. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10.
Let's go now. Ready.
Jacobs running behind center. He's romped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's second and 11. Looking to his running back, incomplete. Snap play's going to bring up third down.
Hey, Kate, you know that line, time is of the essence? It certainly is in the pocket. Not enough time there to let that play develop down the field, and the 2 were not able to reel it in.
And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. Minnesota spends its second time out here. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
Down. Set. Go.
Running on first here with Jacobs. Running there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one. Now the Vikings use their third and final timeout. A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's second and 11. A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. He's dropped a big stop in a big moment there, Brock. They could not afford to lose yards there. Let's see what they went with. Third down.
Ready. 10 black. Shot. 17. Set.
To throw. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down. And that nice catch not going to translate into a new set of downs just yet. The stop is made in time and make it 4th and short.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Play clock nearing 0, so Coach Matt LaFleur forced to call a timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. An important attempt coming up here for Brandon McManus. A very short kick here from the right hash. That one is good! And they're going to take the lead inside the final minute.
Once again, they call on him, and once again, he delivers. Had to be so confident setting them out there that he was going to win them this game, and he did just that.
Hardman with a return. Making some progress here. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Rockies tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Here he goes, one final shot. Rolling left, buying some time. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. That one hits the ground, incomplete, but a flag also hit the ground. Let's sort this out. So the left first down stands since it worked out well for him. The penalty declined, that brings up 2nd and 10. So this is a Packers win. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. The Packers are your winners as we say so long from Green Bay.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Yeah. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. VIP coming live from the VIP.